next up on the line is Coach Doug Williams. Coach Williams, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
Good morning. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. You?
I'm doing fine now. Now that we have everybody back in the right order, once again, apologize for everything is a little bit out of whack this morning. But
I ain't got no more time. You know how that is.
Well, hey, tell us about those Tigers going into the season this year. You've been the defending champion and once again favored to win the West.
Well, yeah, we are the defending champion, but like everybody else, you come in August and the whole objective is to get to Birmingham. And, from day one of practice, that's basically the way we approach it. We lost a bunch of guys, and, as we look at the other team's roster, we got so many guys that returning so many people. I mean, even A&M, I think, returning 21 starters. And so we got our work cut off. It's not an easy task to repeat in this league.
Questions for Coach Doug Williams?
Hey, Coach Williams, good morning. Charles Eppin from WPRL.
Hey, Charles.
Just talk about the Port City Classic and what do you expect from the Braves?
Well, the Port City Classic just happened to be a conference game for us, first conference game of the season, and it's played in Shreveport. Could have been played at either one of them home, but it's up there. And the most important thing is to try to get off on a good start for the season, and certainly, we would love to start off this season better than we did last year, and a win would do us good. We know Alcorn is coming in there. It's always been a rivalry, and sometimes it doesn't matter who's playing. The kids tend to play up when they play each other.
Coach, individually, who are some of the guys that, as you look at Alcorn on film, Terrence Lewis, obviously, receiver, special teams, who caught a touchdown in last year's game. As you look at Alcorn offense, defense, talk about the matchups there.
Well, I'm not going to talk matchup today. That's stuff that we talk in the meeting room. But I think Mr. Lewis speaks for himself. I mean, we don't have to talk about him. Everybody else knows about him. But I think it's important that we go out and play error-free football to give us an opportunity to win. Certainly, they've had some changes over there, but who knows? Could be for the good. We know they're going to be big, and that's all we basically know. But as far as individuals, we're not going to get into that.
What excites you, Coach, about this year's Grambling Tiger team?
That the season is here. I mean, you play a whole year and then you sit around for 6 months to try to get back to this point. And, you've been in camp since August 1, and I think now, finally, the blood gets to flowing a little different. You tend to get up a lot early, usually be 5 o'clock, now you're up at 4. Because you got a lot of things on your mind, and, you think you're beating everybody to work, and then you realize a couple of coaches have been there before you.
Talk about the development of your son DJ and his maturation from this year.
You talking about our quarterback?
Yes, sir.
Not my son. You talking about our quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the good part about the situation we're in from a quarterback standpoint. Fortunately, last year, we had 2 young guys who played, and to be honest, we had another guy. Was a freshman that we liked as much as we liked those guys, but you can't play everybody, and we eventually redshirted him. But I think what has happened, the 2 guys that did get the playing experience, and I think from a maturity level, it certainly has helped both. And this camp, DJ has had a pretty decent camp, and a lot of people want to know who's going to be the starting quarterback. We're not going into the season with a quarterback battle. We nicked that in the bud coming out of spring. DJ is the starting quarterback, and we hope that he can continue all through the year. But we all know things happen, and coaches have to make decisions.
Coach, when you look at your wide receivers, you had a guy last year that had 18 touchdowns. Just talk about your receiving core.
Well, the good thing about our receiving core, and then you compare it to last year, I think when we all came out of spring, we came into the fall, we didn't know we had Mario Lewis. Mario Lewis started his tour in Shreveport. So we're hoping somebody or somebodies will stand up and be able to produce like Mario was able to produce last year. We certainly would hope that we got a host of guys that can, take part and do what he did as a whole, because we don't want to be in a situation where we got to depend on one guy. We would like to be able to spread the ball to a lot of guys.
Hey, Coach, this is Luke Williams from the Black College Sports Page. How you doing?
Hey, Luke, how you doing?
Okay. What do you know about Jay Hobson?
Nothing. No more than he was at Memphis, his last job. I know he went to Ole Miss. I know he coached at Ole Miss, but not a lot. My job was not to track what he's done. And this has been a tough preseason for us because we've had to try to track some things that he's done as a coordinator. It's a little tougher for us than it was for him because, we're pretty much intact. We don't change that much, so they definitely have our tape, not only from our game last year, but games and a lot of people that we played last year.
Okay, so no real clues from seeing where he's coached before in terms of what he might do with the Braves.
Well, I think we got to look at it realistically. Wherever he was, the talent is going to be different. Now, I'm a firm believer as a coach, you got to coach what you have, and you try to get the best out of what you got around. You can come in there and wheel your system on somebody what you want, but you might not have those players in position. It would be almost like somebody, if I was to leave today, somebody come here and try to run a wishbone with 6'4", 6'5" quarterbacks.
Right. How has Roberts looked so far?
Lawrence has had one of the better camps. We are a lot smarter this camp than it was coming out of last camp. We're going to try to get the ball to him a lot earlier this year than we did last year. And let you know we as coaches, we're not the smartest in the world because he didn't show up to the third game.
Exactly. Okay, Coach, thanks. Good luck, man.
All right, thank you.
Final question for Coach Doug Williams. You have time for one more.
Nobody want to talk to me.
Yeah, I have one more question, Coach Williams. Talk about the game in Shreveport. This is the last year of the deal. Would you like to see it stay in Shreveport for the long term?
You know what? It is unfortunate, and I've kind of like told the conference, my feeling on the schedule, and I think it's unfortunate that they took it up to change games because for so many years the Grambling and Alcorn has been such a rivalry. And next year we open with Alabama A&M. I just think it takes away from the rivalry, the hype, and everything that goes with what SWAC has been over the years. When you start moving, the Jackson game and the Alcorn game away from those dates that people have been so used to. I know time changed, but in a conference like ours, sometimes when it ain't broke, let's not fix it because I think with the rivalry being so close together, when you talk about whether or not it was at home or whether or not it was at Shreveport, it's one of the better games for both of us as far as the crowd is concerned.
Okay, Coach Williams, we'd like to thank you for joining us this morning and being patient. And we'll wish you luck on Saturday on our SWAC TV game of the week down in Shreveport. That's a 6 o'clock kickoff.